The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. The returner, DJ Chark. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Bringing them out, the former Tar Heel, second-year pro, Sam Howell.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Howell's throw going into the hands of Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Justin.
Okay. Let's go chat.
For the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. You talk about this Lions defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
Kamara now to return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's McKinney. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Jones. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matthew Stafford, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Howe. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. 4 catches, 51 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Back to throw, Howell. He'll get this. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
So a PI call going to cost them there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play, but by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Chris Godwin, 46 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
I'm not liking that. I'm going to bring it back. Okay.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Powell out of the shotgun, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Howell. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 21-0 our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Robinson with another carry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll go play action. Howell. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Howell down to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And Howell will throw it. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10.
That's weird. Flip, I guess, I don't know.
Stafford. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin.
Oh, break that tackle, yes.
Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Godwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Hey Philip, make sure you go subscribe to my channel, because I heard that YouTube messes up notification boxes, so make sure you subscribe still. There's just one YouTuber that watching YouTube, he told me that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Kind of way out of the end zone.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here. It looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing here, Howell. It's Edwards again. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
No, I knew that was going to happen, chat.
Brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Will McDonald in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete.
With that was a flag?
Shot, but it's 3rd
that was
down.
a flag, chat. Can we see that, chat?
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Drops it to Jones in the flat. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run again here with Robinson. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
Taken in at the 22. And they can't bring him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's...
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. Taken at the goal line. And he will be
Oh,
brought
I
down here
need
inside
that.
the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue.
He's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions just continue to roll. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Second down and a run by Robinson. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Powell. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. On the return, it's Kamara. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Off a play action. Here's Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Play action. Stafford. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Touchdown! 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are pouring it on. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us
Okay,
out
that's a
the 20
decent
to the
run.
24.
That's a decent run. Get crazy like that.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Again, it's Robinson. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This now a 3rd and 4. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, if I could have killed.
Finding Ertz again. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
No, I won't change that. I sure got in there.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the play.
Oh, no.
It doesn't need to go over
I
the
didn't see,
entire
no, I
white
didn't see my right knee go down. My right knee went down.
Challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
On
2nd down, here's Stafford. Escapes the sack. And he'll get into the end zone.
How I got that?
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Second down, Hal back to pass. Quick throw there is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh, dang.
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
So matters, I guess.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Operating from the gun. Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd down, Howell now. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Howell from the gun. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. It's Howell with another throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Stafford going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.